But the other, which gave me a real insight, especially given what I'm doing now in my books, about how easy it is for the few to control the many.
The fascists had also made deep inroads in England. Edward VIII, King of England, was forced to abdicate the throne because of his public support for Hitler.
Als u zich daarbij niet door op dat negatieve probleem dat bekämpfung dieser Lehre und ihrer Organisation handelt, sondern um die Durchführung der positiven Aufgabe.
Prince Philip, in his own publication, If I Was an Animal, brags about how he would kill 80% of the population, how his great dream is to come back as a virus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is in your face. These psychos are creating a matrix-like control system and talking about killing you, from Ted Turner at the UN to Prince Philip.
Erected by a secretive group, the Georgia Guidestones are a testament to the elite's plan for a world religion, global laws, with a global court and army to enforce it. And set in stone, it is written that the population never rise above 500 million.
They call themselves the Illuminati, which comes from the illuminated ones, have come through history. And as people began to reject overt, in-your-face dictatorship, they became the people who ran the system. You can look at the Bush family, and they are absolutely Illuminati. As presidents of the United States go, Father George Bush, I mean not the idiot's son, but Father George Bush, is higher in the Illuminati than most of them. The British royal family are one of the Illuminati bloodlines. It's all about genetics to these people. They're like horse breeders. Diana basically called herself the Windsor's brood mare. She was brought into the web merely to be the vehicle to give birth to William. You look at Charles and you look at William, and there's very much a resemblance. But when you look at Harry, you'll look at the Bushes and people like that, and they look like you and me. The key element is what happens beyond the realm that we can see. This network of families I'm talking about. You find that people that are in positions of apparent power, like prime ministers and presidents, are actually puppets of the real power, which doesn't put itself on public display. Why would it? I mean, does anyone really think that George W. Bush is running America? He probably couldn't tie his shoelaces, never mind run a country.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America?
I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code?
I wish there were something secret I could manifest.
322, a secret number?
There are all kinds of secrets, Tim, but one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction that he's taking the country. We can do a better job, and I intend to do it.
And we'll be watching. Be safe on the campaign trail. John Kerry, thanks for joining us.
Were you a member of Skull and Bones in college and Bush? Were you in the same secret society?
Well, that's all right. Let me answer his question.
Excuse me, what are you running for? Whoa. Is anybody watching me? What have I done? Get away from me, man. Get away from me. Get off of me. What did I do? I didn't do anything.
Hayden.
Don't chase me, bro. Don't chase me. I can't do it all.
Will, to the best of my ability.
He takes a solemn oath to the American people to uphold the Constitution.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
11 years later, his son, George W. Bush, hopes to follow in his father's footsteps. But few Americans realize that both father and son have already taken an oath to a mysterious and powerful secret society known as Skull and Bones. It happened while each was a student at prestigious Yale University.
The society was actually founded on the Yale campus in the year 1832 by a General Russell, who modeled it upon German lodges of Freemasonry that used a lot of death's head imagery, skulls, skeletons, coffins, that sort of thing.
Ron Rosenbaum, a journalist whose work has appeared in the New York Times, has spent several years investigating Skull and Bones and its powerful members.
Skull and Bones is designed, I think, as a bonding ritual initially for the old money, old-fashioned, blue-blood Eastern establishment.
In addition to both President Bush and his son, other distinguished members, or Bonesmen as they're called, include Senator John Kerry of Massachusetts.
There are all sorts of legends about what goes on that April night when the Skull and Bones members are tapped and are first brought to the tomb.
Exactly what happens behind these padlocked doors. Rumors include everything from bizarre sexual practices to grave robbing.
Encourages the members of Skull and Bones to believe that they're so special, that what goes on in the tomb is so highly fraught with deep meaning that it can't be uttered to the outside world.
Senator Kerry and Mr. Buckley politely declined our written request to speak with them about their membership in Skull and Bones. Mr. Bush also refused to comment. But we tracked down a bonesman named Julio Gonzalez, who is now an alderman in New Haven, Connecticut.
We're looking for you to give us maybe just one or two little secrets from Skull and Bones.
Well, I really appreciated my time in the organization. I think I'm not going to discuss it today, so I don't have any comments on it.
Students on campus are also in the dark when it comes to Skull and Bones, including this man who says he managed to sneak inside the courtyard of the Bonesman tomb.
I climbed in, I saw their yard, I saw their they have a sort of bird bath, and they have two skeletons looking at each other like this and holding a skull in between them. I don't know what any of it means.
Another student who has also been inside the courtyard was able to quickly shoot these never-before-seen photographs, including a shot of the mysterious fountain. He agreed to talk to us, but only if we kept his identity secret.
I don't want to get on these people's bad side. I mean, these are some of the most powerful people on the planet.
The daring student was surprised by what he saw inside the fountain.
There was actually some sort of red residue in the fountain, which I imagined to be blood. But I have a feeling they do some strange rituals with the fountain. These two skeletons look like they're hushing people in some way.
Another of his photos shows a cryptic Wheel of Destiny.
It had a spinning device on it. And I imagine what happens is during their rituals, they spin it and it says, destiny and fate and all those things have a huge part of what goes on in that place. Because I think they all feel like they're destined to be rulers of the world.
And some of them have even been allowed inside. They describe an interior with all the trappings of a late Victorian Gothic fantasy. There is heavy, dark furniture, medieval armor, animal heads, and everywhere there are skulls and bones, including a skeleton bonesman called Madame Pompadour.